Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Korean. And today, I'm continuing my Christmas movie marathon. So I'll be reviewing another Christmas film titled This Christmas. Well, I can make it that obvious? That's gonna be a Christmas movie? Okay. So yeah, this one's gonna be titled This Christmas. And yes, of course, it's on my to-do list of stuff to review. It's a little booklet here. So anyway, I'll be grumpy as usual, I guess you would say. But as always, let's just get in the plot, shall we? Got some eggnog right here. That's some good stuff. Well, anyway, let's get in the plot.
So for this film, of course, it's rather obvious. It's going to be centering around a family, uniting with each other and whatnot. Everybody has their own lives going on. It definitely feels that way. So you can see one storyline where we get to see, like in Los Angeles, where we see this woman whom is, I guess you would say, wants to do something with the family. Of course, she's with his kids and whatnot, and then there in San Francisco, there's this wife and mother who feels she is in need to act as a responsible one in managing her extended family's welfare, such as sacrificing her own wants in the process. And then there is this traveling jazz musician whom the family has not seen in 4 years. And then in New York, there is this, I guess you would say, this addict such as a woman who admits she is the selfish one. And then we get to see another part of the story that a college student and another character whom still lives at home while figuring out what he wants to do with life, got that going on. And then, so yeah, that's kind of the point. There's a few things going on here, folks. So I guess they're trying to express that there's a few things going on with the family, obviously. So it gets rather hectic with the family life. I guess that's the point here, especially during the holidays where everybody wants to spend some time with the people who they care of the most, which of course is family. Family, the family unit. That's basically the centerpiece of this. Of course, while simultaneously trying to throw in some comedy, of course, in there, some sort of message about being together, helping each other's backs and whatnot. And that's the overall idea here. And of course, trying to reach each other in a spiritual level where we have to be strong. Everybody have to be strength, of course, no matter what you're struggling through. And of course, the whole idea that everything should be okay at the end. So that's basically the film in a nutshell. Everybody being festive, especially around this time of year because it's Christmas. So everybody's supposed to have a jolly good time, of course, and everybody's dancing, playing music, of course. And the thing is that they have to have unite and whatnot. So I know that sounds like a lot. What I'm saying, folks, which it is, sounds like a lot. That's kind of the problem I have with the film. It feels awfully stuffed. It feels really stuffed. Like there's maybe too much going on. I guess you can say. And that's kind of the things I have to gripe against this film is that it's just way too many things going on at once. Maybe way too many characters going on at once. So I feel like maybe nothing's really being focused upon really on one thing. So I don't know. I feel this could have been better than what it was. Just way too many characters at once, throwing in the screen on a single time, folks. That's what I'm getting right here.
I didn't think this one was particularly good, mind you, folks. And I mean, okay, it's not the worst Christmas movie ever made. There's some effort. There's some obvious effort being placed into because the one actor, Chris Brown, is in this. He does a pretty okay job, I guess. But I I just thought a lot of it just feels flat. A lot of it's corny. Yeah, it's cheesy in its own way, but like I said, I didn't like this film that much really. And I found it kind of like it couldn't get to the point faster. Really, I was kind of bored. But this film did get good reviews. Don't know why, but whatever, I guess. So, is it worth watching? Well, it's not the worst thing I've seen. I tell you that. If you don't watch this film, you're not really missing out on much, really, when you think about it.
One thing I would definitely say is I kind of felt like it could have been much better. It felt like it had potential. But one negative aspect I can say about this film is that this film was filled with so much drama to be resolved just within a 2 hour window. So yeah, this film's about 2 hours roughly. So there's so much drama stuff going on. It kind of felt like they were trying to shoehorn a lot of stuff, especially towards the end of the film, to try to make sure everything felt like neatly done at the end or whatever. Maybe this could have been a better novel, I suppose. And the only real plot is to actually seem to be playing through was the husband-wife scenario. But even that felt rushed. And yeah, the film didn't really warm my heart really in the traditional sense of a holiday special kind of a thing, which of course it was what they were aiming for. So in some ways, I was wondering what was the actual true message that was supposed to be here. So, and I'm just trying to, be open-minded here, trying to see what they were trying to figure out here. But in a lot of ways, I was really disappointed, folks. I don't know, whatever, folks. I know they trying to just convey some sort of story about a message and whatnot. Not quite sure what the message was trying to be. I guess family, I suppose. I guess. But whatever, I suppose. So I didn't quite enjoy this film as much as I would have. And of course, they're trying to keep like an upbeat in the mix of stuff. Trying to put on a smile, of course. And trying to focus on the centerpiece, which I guess is supposed to be centering the idea that everyone should get along or whatnot. I guess that's what they're aiming for, I suppose. But I don't know. Whatever, I suppose. I'm just gonna watch this film once and only once. That's it.
So yeah, this film was probably just mediocre at best. I just thought this film was very, very meh. So this film is probably as average as you can get. There's nothing special about this. They really tried to make this film seem as charming and whatnot, which is fine, I guess, but it didn't work for me at all. I mean, this scenery came off nice. I guess the scenery came off really nice. It was well choreographed. I can tell you that. So there was a lot more effort into this Christmas movie compared to the other movies I reviewed so far. Unfortunately, it's the story, it's the plot I didn't like that much. Really, it just bleh. I just didn't like it. I didn't think that storyline was all that good. Really, I mean, there's something particularly interesting about the overall plot.
Yeah, as a whole, folks, it's not really all that interesting, really. It's just average. An average Christmas movie. So, I know the actors, they were doing their best with the material that they have, which is fine. I can't really complain about that, really, of course. But, yeah, but that's the thing, folks. In here, yeah, every character in this film that's featured, each character is a character type. So, in a sense, just describing the character's personality and the way they act and whom they are just may give away too much of the plot because they are exactly how you would expect them to be. It's very by the numbers, is what I'm saying. So, it's not a bad film per se, it's just rather bland and dull film overall. And some people may think that may be worse than a bad movie in a way. But I mean, I've seen other films that bored me, but this film isn't quite as boring as some of the others. I mean, yes, it's dull in some ways because there's nothing too threatening, really, folks, as a whole. Really, I just didn't find it all that intriguing as a whole. But yeah, of course, this is trying to make sure that they're really trying to play the whole family thing of this, and that's the biggest thing that this film is really trying to aim for. Is basically just that, and nothing more and nothing less. So I thought the dialogue wasn't all that good either, folks. I thought the dialogue was rather bland. So yeah, even the characters themselves don't really have anything positive to say at all. So I mean, I understand the whole unit thing. You gotta walk as a family, but that's kind of the problem too in some ways because not every member of your family is nice. But I guess they're trying to create something that's cheerful, something that's uplifting, which is fine, I guess. That doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing per se, of course. It's just the way it was done, I guess you can say. It's the way that was handled its material that made it seem rather lackluster overall. So yeah, that's basically what it is.
When you get down
What
to
is what I
it,
have to say
it
about it.
basically goes down to family, who trust and whatnot, following your dreams or whatever. Just the most generic stuff you can think of. That's basically this movie. Yeah, this kind of a premise you've seen before, and it was done better before. But yeah, everything came out fine. The editing was fine. The way it looks is fine. The fact that it has a Christmas theme itself is fine. Yeah, all that's fine. It's just the narrative I had a problem with, really, when you think about it. So, it felt shallow in some ways. And, I like to do the whole church thing or whatever in some scenes. Which in some ways I thought was ridiculous if you ask me, because I know some people might take offense to that because people might be thinking I'm taking stabs at Christians, which I'm not, by the way. But the thing is, Jesus was never born in Christmas. It's a pagan holiday. I keep repeating that over and over again for years. It's a pagan holiday. Christmas is a pagan holiday. So I never understood as to why a lot of these Christmas movies are trying to hammer in, the idea Jesus Christ was born on Christmas, which again he wasn't. But it became a Christian tradition over the years because they transformed it into that. They basically adapted it into their thing and claimed Jesus was born at that time. It's false. If you're a Christian and you believe in the Bible, that's fine. I'm not making fun of anybody for that. Just saying that you gotta get your facts straight. But okay, that aside, this movie is just mediocre. It's just bleh. It's just very mediocre. Again, not the worst I've seen, but far from the best. It's like it's somewhere in the middle, folks. It's just somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, just a very forgettable film as a whole, folks. I didn't like the music that was produced for this film. I thought the music itself was really generic. So yeah, it was just kind of disappointing in some ways because, in a funny way, because one of the characters is supposed to be a jazz musician. So yeah, there's that. Unfortunately. So even if you never watch this film, folks, don't worry. You're not missing out on much, really. So I mean, you can watch this movie if you want, but that's the thing, folks. It's not worth you know my time. It really wasn't. It could have been much better. It had the potential to be much better. But I guess that's the thing that really angered me the most. It could have been better, but it never really was.
Gotta love my eggnog, folks. Yes, sirree. So anyway, I guess to wrap things up, I suppose. Like I said, it's okay. It's okay. And it's very predictable. Within the first half hour of this film, you can already tell how the movie's going to end, folks. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, damn lighting. Get the line over here. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Stupid lighting. Anyway, like I was saying a moment ago, is that within 30 minutes of this film, you already know how this movie's going to end because it's predictable. It really is. So, of course, they never allow a Christmas movie in a very tragic way, and they hardly ever make a Christmas movie where it ends in a very depressing, dark, gloomy way because they don't keep it the spirits. So, what I'm saying is that I feel like this film doesn't take any risks to do anything new, like at all. Nope, let's play it safe, just so everybody can feel good. This probably one of those feel-good movies, which in itself doesn't necessarily be a bad thing, but I just feel like it doesn't amount to much, really. And after trying to make it funny, I thought a lot of the jokes falls flat, if you ask me. It was poorly written. But anyway, I'll give this film an overall rating of a 5.010. It gets a 5.010 because it's okay. Just okay. Everything about this film is just okay. It gets a 5.5 or yeah, it gets a 5.0 out of 10. So as always, thanks for watching and take care. See ya. I'm bored already.